Hare Krishna. So welcome everybody to my YouTube channel. I hope you are all in well situation. So today we'll discuss one of the topic that how a miser become devotee. So generally many people they want to become devotees, and sometimes people often ask me question how to join in ISKCON. So suppose someone is a miser, a conjuice, how can he become devotee? Is there any possibility for a miser to become devotee? So that we'll discuss in this video. And as all of you know that I am just reviewing from Bhagavad Gita. So this is Bhagavad Gita second chapter and 49 verse. So before beginning, I want to ask one question to all of you. So the question is for all of you that, what is the question? Here. Who got perfection through hearing process? There is Navadha Bhakti. Nine types of devotional processes are there, like Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. So Shravana means hearing. So question for all of you that, who got perfection through hearing process? Option is there: King Dasarath, Badi Maharaj, Hanuman, and King Parikshit. So try to answer it in comment section. Otherwise, I will give the answer of this question in the end of this video. Okay. So if you are living in a metropolitan city, so if you are meeting people are busy. They are going to their office, no time. So busy people are. Whole day they are working so hard like rats. Rats, small living entity, but rat is always busy for accumulating food grains. Same way, peoples are just running like rats to accumulate wealth. So there are two things is there. One is Brahmana, another is Kripana. So Brahmana means that person who knows the values of life. What is the aim of life? Otherwise, a Kripana, a miser person who works so hard without knowing the aim of his life. So this is the verse you can repeat. Yeah, response after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. The verse is here. So if you have Bhagavad Gita, so you can read the verses like this. Durena hi abaram karma buddhi yogat dhananjaya buddhau saranam anichva kripanaha phalahe taba. Once more. Durena hi abaram karma buddhi yogat dhananjaya buddhau saranam anichva kripana phalahe taba. So in this verse the word kripana, a miser, is there. What a miser actually do, and what a person who is engaged in buddhi yoga, who is engaged in devotional practice, what he does. So here it is said, O Dhananjaya, keep all abominable activities far distant by devotional service, and in that consciousness surrender unto the Lord. Those who want to enjoy the fruits of their work are misers. So it's very important. So Lord Krishna is actually instructing to Arjuna. Why? Why Lord Krishna is instructing? Because Arjuna, he was in the battlefield. As a soldier, his duty is to fight. His duty is to protect the citizens. His duty is to control the criminals, control the antisocial elements in the society. It is his duty. But Arjuna, when he saw his friends and relatives and his elders, respectful men in that battlefield, he was confused. He was giving so many reasons not to fight. This is the case of all of us. Most of the time we are educated, we have our degrees, we have actually knowledgeable persons, but when there is a time of emergency, urgency, we go back. We actually work in a back foot. We don't come forward. So this is the discrimination is the best part of valor. Discretion is the best part of valor. Means one has to understand it. What to do, what not to do. So here Krishna is explaining to Arjuna that it is your duty to fight in the battlefield. So that's why Krishna is telling, Durena hi avaram karma. What is the avaram karma? Those abominable activities. What are those abominable activities? Specifically, if we look at avaram karma, so in Saranagati it is said, Anukulasya sankalpa ratikulasya varjanam rakhyasi iti vishwaso gotrutta varanam tatha. Means whatever favorable for Krishna consciousness, one has to willingly accept. And what is not favorable for Krishna consciousness, one has to reject. So many things we reject. Yes. As you know, so there is a Swachh Bharat Abhijan, Durena. Means keep all the things at a long distance. So it is a waste management skill that we have to be very careful. What is necessary for us, that we should keep. What is not necessary, we should abandon. So in our day-to-day life, there are so many things. Generally, people are nowadays engaged in ghastly activities, killing, plundering, stealing, cheating. So all such activities. Yesterday one boy came. He was telling me, he took one Bhagavad Gita as it is. He told me, Swamiji, I am actually smoking. Just a graduate in commerce stream. He was telling, I am just involved in smoking, associating with bad friends. I said, first of all, you have to stay away from such friends. Not only friends, in our day-to-day, there are so many things. So it is a skill one has to develop. What should one keep, what should not keep. So this is most important. So here, Lord Krishna, Buddhi Yoga Dhananjaya. So here it is said, one has actually come to understand one's constitutional position as an eternal servitor of the Lord. Gives up all engagement save working in Krishna consciousness. This is very important. Constitutional position. What is constitutional position? What is our position? If someone will ask you a question, who are you? Then you answer that, I am such and such person. I belong to this state, this country. I am a male. I have this ID. This is my voter card, ration card. But, so these are our bodily designations. Whatever your educational qualification. But our real constitutional position is we are all eternal servitor of the Lord. Some of the peoples, they protest. They say, no, we are not the servitor. We can become God. We can become master. Prakruti kriyamanini gunai karmani sarvasah ahankara bhimuda atma karta aham iti manyate. People think like that. No, I am doing. I am the doer, but actually reality we are not the doer. Because we are blessed by the Lord, that's why we are doing. If that blessings, that empowerment, that power, if it is withdrawn, then this body is valueless. As soon as this body, the soul leaves this body, so this body is called as dead body. No one care. Even if your friends, relatives, they say take away it to the cremation's place. Either they will bury you, either they will burn you, either they throw you. This is the destination of this body. So that's why gives up all engagements. So it is very important. How to give up? There is a slogan of Narendra Modi: give up. What has give up? The people were getting in gas scheme. They were getting some of the we call it what? Your quota. You have to give up. If you give up this quota through your ration cards, whatever the gas you are getting, and the other lower BPL list people will get. So here give up this engagement and stop working in Krishna consciousness. Whatever we do in this material, whatever, Lord Krishna says, yad karosi, yad asnasi, yad juhyasi, yadasi, yad tapasyasi kaunteya tad kurusva madarpanam. Krishna says, yad karosi, whatever you do, yad asnasi, whatever you eat, yad juhyasi, whatever sacrifice you do, yad dadasi, whatever you give donation, whatever you see, just offer it to me. Tad kurusva mad arpanam. So that is a Krishna arpanam. Like sometimes we see, father and son. Father and son is there. What father does? Father bring chocolates and he gives to the son the chocolate, and son says, and father asks, give me one chocolate, and so the children give the chocolate, and father becomes so happy because there is no need for the father to get that chocolate. But when the child offers that chocolate to his father, father becomes so happy because this child is loved so much, although he likes this chocolate what he is offering. So that is the understanding. So if someone do this buddhi yoga dhananjaya, this word is very famous here, buddhi yoga dhananjaya. It means Lord Krishna is telling to Dhananjaya means Arjuna is so wealthy person. He has everything. It is not that Arjuna is a pauper. No, he is very wealthy. He is an aristocratic person. So that's why Lord Krishna says buddhi yoga. You have to engage yourself in buddhi yoga. So the translation of buddhi yoga is here, one should engage in Krishna consciousness activities, means to please Krishna. That is buddhi yoga. If you have intelligence, suppose you have the intelligence, and if you go to a rich person and ask, please give me 10 rupees, is it very intelligence activities? No. If you go to a wealthy person, you can ask more. Same way buddhi yoga means you can use your intelligence for getting the highest things in your life. So when the question is here, is there any loss? So here in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is very nice, Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said, what? Tvaktva swadharma charanambujam hare bhajan apakva atha patet tato yadi yatro ko bhavadram abhut amusyakim kovartha apta bhajatam so dharmatah. This is 1.5.17. Okay, this is the instruction of Narad Muni. Narad said, Tuktva swadharma charanam bujahare. If a person quits his job and he accepts the lotus feet of the Lord, he takes up this devotional service. If somehow there is no success, bhajan apakwa, atha patet tato yadi, if he fall down, he leave, he quit this process, is there any loss? Yatra ka abhadram abhut amusyakim. If a person who is 100% working in his position, situation, in his own standard, whatever he is doing, so kovartha apta bhajatam so dharmatah. If that person kovartha, what is the benefit he will derive? There is no benefit. So that's why it is very important. There is no loss. In Bhagavad Gita 2nd chapter, Lord Krishna says, Neha vikramana asusti pratyabhaya na vidyate swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. The person is saved from this because Krishna saved that person. So here, the thing is here. Okay. So what is the meaning of Buddhi Yoga? Buddhi Yoga means transcendental loving service to the Lord. So here the king Pratap Rudra, he's sweeping the floor. As a king, it is not his duty. So we can see here he's sweeping. He's acting as a sweeper in front of the Jagannath Rathatra. So this is the right course of action for the living entity. One has to engage. Whatever your Varna ashram, you can give your time for this. You can do. So we can understand here that so here is the best example that so material pleasure means the pleasure of the senses. That is called apnendriya pritivancha taranam kam. Krishnandriya pritivancha taranam prem. So how to balance it? So you can balance it. Likewise, if a boy see a rose, then what comes in his mind? Immediately the thoughts comes, how to offer this rose to my girlfriend. Same way, anything you see in this material world, if the consciousness, the thoughts comes, this is meant for Lord Krishna, that means you have developed the love for Krishna. Yes. So that is, we can learn. We can learn it. We can learn. So we have to be very careful how to balance it. So this is techniques. Whatever you see, whatever you do, if we relate it to the service of the Lord Krishna, that is love. So likewise, you see the father and son. So we need a guide. Sometimes people say we don't require any guide. We are intelligent. We have studied the Vedic literature our own self. No, sir. You cannot understand. It is like stereotype. Previously the cassettes were there. Whatever recorded in the cassette, that only play in the same way. We need a guide. So that's why who is that guide? This is called Dvija. Dvija is second born. First born we get from our parents. Second born we get from the Guru. So we need a spiritual master. So here we see Arjuna accepted Krishna as spiritual master. I told it that to all of you. Why Arjuna accepted, although he had Guru. Who is his Guru? Sandipani Muni, Dronacharya. Krishna's Guru is Sandipani Muni, and Arjuna Guru was Dronacharya, Kripacharya, Pitamaha Bhishma. They were teaching him. So why Arjuna accepted Krishna as spiritual master? Because he understood that Krishna is the competent person to answer all my questions. So that's why if you have the questions and doubts in your life, you must ask to Krishna. So that's why in this Kali Yuga, we need Guru Parampara. There are so many Gurus. Long beard, saffron robe, and people goes and pay 60 rupees, then later, next day they become Guru. They accept someone Guru. No. Guru means someone should be in what? Parampara. From the Krishna, Lord Krishna to down, Brahma, then Narada Muni, Vyasa, then Srila Prabhupada, like this. This is Guru Parampara. This is very authentic process. The knowledge, whatever you receive from Krishna, that actually you get intact. So here, it is very things, it is just kind of the purport that only misers, those who are, they try to enjoy the fruits of their activity. That's why they are so busy like that. So just to be further entangled in material bondage. So that's why whatever we do, we get the resultant reaction. Like suppose, if you toss the wire, electricity wire, then what? Immediately we get the shock. So except for Krishna consciousness, all activities are abominable. Whatever you, ei bhalo, ei manda, sakale bichara bhalo, whatever you do. That's why some of the time you see people are, although they are very wealthy, rich, they are very intelligent, educated, but still they commit suicide. Why? Because these things are abominable activities. So they bind the worker to the cycle of birth and death. Suppose you do good activities, you will go to the higher planetary systems. If you do bad wrong activities, you may go to the jail, otherwise you go to down. So actually one should not be desire to the cause of work. This is very important for us. So that's why there are so many species of life, like 84 lakh species are there. Human beings are the intelligent one amongst this 84 lakhs of species. But so we have to be very careful how to utilize this human form life. So at the end of this purport, Srila Prabhupada mentioned it here. He said everything should be done in Krishna consciousness for the satisfaction of Krishna. So whatever you do. But the misers, now Janmashtami is coming, if you will go and ask them for some little donations, miser will say, oh, you people are asking always donations, why? We don't want to give. They may keep the money with them, but the income tax people come and they put a raid and they may lose their money. But these people not donate. So that's why the misers, they do not know how to utilize their resources by good fortune or by hard labor. Two things. Money can be accumulated by two things. Lekin unfortunate person do not employ their human energy in the service of the Lord. They don't. So if you go to ask them, please give your time, please give help, they will not. There is a story which is mentioned in Uddhava Gita. Lord Krishna instructed to Uddhava. So this Uddhava was very intelligent. He is a heavenly religion scholar. So there is a story Lord Krishna actually mentioned that. So this Avanti Brahmana, later he accepted sannyas. And with determinations, he remembered that he was suffering the fruits of his own pious previous karma. Sometimes, although we suffer, but we don't accept that suffering. We always accuse others, to our friends, relatives, neighbors. We say, due to these people, I am suffering. But Avanti Brahmana said, no, I am suffering because of my own past activities. So, this Avanti Brahmana, because he was living in the province of Avanti area. So at his home, if any guests come, relatives comes, he actually never treat them very well. What to speak of guests, even if his own family members, he would not even allow sufficient gratification of his own body. He was so miser, even if he was wearing peppered cloth. I have seen one comedy that comedy was wearing pepper dress. So he was so hard-hearted, miser people. क्यों ऐसा करते हैं? बच्चों को रोज डांटते रहते हैं. So his sons, in-laws, wife, daughters, servants, everyone become what? They become against of this person. There was a break-off. So break-up happened. Why? Because nowadays, money sweeter than honey, brighter than sunshine. If there is no dampatya ratireva, in Kali Yuga, your relationship may stay to that extent as you please your opponent. दूसरे व्यक्ति को अगर आप help कर रहे हैं. So in this way, the presiding deities, like family sacrifice, became angry at this Brahmana. So generally being niggardly guarded his wealth like Yaksha, who are no good destination either in this world or the next. Totally deprived of religiosity and sense enjoyment. Neither he was spending his money for constructing a temple, for doing worship, but he was doing what? He was doing one thing. He was spending his money. He was just keeping. He was seeing the money in his bank account. Most of the people sees the bank account, the numbers, the digits are increasing or not. So Lord Krishna says, "O magnanimous Uddhava, by his neglect of the demigods, he depleted his stock of piety and all his wealth. He lose everything. Asantasya kutha sukham." And sometimes the money is stolen, from the relatives. So the Prabhupada says, wife is very clever. Sometimes wife, what she does, wife actually steal your money. She take away money from your pocket. And it's very nice. If another one take, then you say, someone steal my money. So when he lost all his money, he felt great pain and lamentation. His throat choked up with tears. He meditated for a long time on his misfortune. And then a powerful feeling of renunciation come over his life. He renounced. Sometimes you see Have you seen the hives? The bee hives. The bees are very busy to accumulate honey. And one day the persons come, then take away all this honey. My father used to say, if someone keeps the money, one day the persons will come and take away the money. Generally the misers never allows them by any happiness. So in this way he live life, it causes their self torment, and when they die it sends them to hell, because they never use the money for the religiosity. So whatever the pure fame, name fame, possessed by the famous, and whatever praiseworthy qualities are found in the virtuous are destroyed by even small amount of greed. So that's why Krishna says, lobha, kamo, krodha, lobha, trayam tej. One should quit these three. Lobha, very dangerous. So somehow or other he was people's in the earning, attainment, increase, protections, expense, loss, and enjoyment of wealth. All men experience great labor, fear, anxiety, and delusion. It is not so easy to earn money. Sometimes the motivational speakers, they say it is बाएं हाथ का खेल है, चुटकी बजाओ पैसा कमाओ. No, sir. It is very hard to earn the money. बहुत hard है. So, but Abanti Brahmana, it is said here that sometimes it is said theft, violence, speaking lies. For accumulating, one may speak lies, duplicity, lust, anger, pride, quarreling, enmity, faithlessness, envy, and the dangers. Then there is caused by women, gambling, intoxication are the 15 undesirable qualities that contaminate a man because of greed for wealth. Actually, when a person is greedy, need can be fulfilled, but greed cannot be. If you are a greedy person, it is not possible to fulfill your greed. And that greed actually contaminates your consciousness. You may be a faithless person. So one desire to achieve the real benefit of life. If you have the desire, please remain aloof from undesirable material things. So even a man's own relatives actually they leave that person. So in this way, this Amati Brahmana later he accepted sannyas. So when he accepted sannyas, do you know what happened? Whenever he was roaming, sannyasi, 5 types of sannyasi I described previously. Srila Prabhupada said sannyasi is not a beggar. When he accepted the sannyas, he was going to different villages, he asking the people for donations, begging, and sometimes the people were actually neglecting him, sometimes criticizing him, sometimes they were actually heavily criticize this Abanti Brahmana. They say sarcastically, this Brahmana is so young, so advanced sage come from Himalaya, it's very great. Why he is begging? Someone may pass through urine, but this Brahmana was so determined, he was not speaking. He was so compassionate to the living entities. Later he actually experienced, he told his realization, that is the very nice lessons in Bhagavatam. So he became a devotee. So Srila Prabhupada said sannyasi's duty is to deliver the people, those who are working in the cities and those who don't have time, those who are going and working so hard, for the enlightenment of these peoples. What the sannyasi does? Sannyasis move. Srila Prabhupada went to America. We devotees also following the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada. What we do? We also do the same thing. So we also try to help the people. So that's why here it is said, Duren hi avaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya. Whatever unnecessary things in your life comes, please abandon all these things. Please quit. Try to engage yourself in Buddhi Yoga. Buddhi Yoga means starts from chanting, hearing, doing services to the Vaishnavas, Lord Krishna. So that's why Buddhau Saranam Anichcha Kripana Phalam. But those people are Kripana, they are Anichcha. They want to enjoy their fruits of results. They work for themselves. They don't want to engage themselves in the devotional service. So at the end, I had that question, who got perfection through hearing process? The right answer is King Parikshit. Yes. So others also got this perfection, but King Parikshit got the perfection from hearing the Bhagavatam from Sukadev Goswami. So I thank you all very much for hearing this lecture. I will publish it in YouTube and Facebook. If you like it, then share it. Thank you very much. Jagadru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.